One of the greatest things about this job is watching these horses progress through the program and develop as young horses. And it's really amazing to see them settle into the jobs that we had intended for them. You know, we had these two full sisters that are just a year apart that we've been starting under saddle and bringing along for the last couple of years. And we were hoping that they would make a team so that we would have a team of horses to pull our wagon around. And we've finally gotten around to that point, and it's just great. You know, the training process is never as smooth as you'd like it to be. But seeing these girls hitched to the wagon and being able to drive them from the wagon seat it made all that stuff worthwhile.
Yeah, fun fact, don't wear your chaps in the cattle pen. Oh boy. That did not go as planned.
Now when it comes to sitting in the saddle, I can handle just about any situation that's thrown at me. But my experience with teams and with driving horses from behind is very limited. So we ended up sending these fillies up to a fella in Missouri so that he can put them together as a team in the harness and season them. He does quite a bit of farm work, and so he just started using them, and it really helped out. We're excited to have them back. Now I had to go up to Missouri to pick these fillies up and bring them home. And while I was there, I got some of the harness horsemanship training myself, and it sure has helped me out a lot. Well, I'm really excited to have this team that we can hitch to our wagon and take the wagon out and load it full of hay and go out and do some chores. But I think it's wise that we just hitch them to the wagon and let them trot for a couple of miles before we load it full of hay, just to make sure everything's cool. Now these two big beautiful girls are full sisters, and they were sired by a horse named Wagon Stake. Wagon Stake was a horse that stood here for about 20 years, and we were very fond of Wagon Stake because Wagon Stake was the son of a horse named Tanquerey Gin. And Tanquerey Gin is really popular among a lot of cowboys because he produced a lot of really nice cow horses that were really well suited for ranch work. We recently lost Wagon Stake, and that's a real disappointment for us because we've always appreciated the genetics in our program. So that's going to be a big hole, and we're really going to miss him. Now these girls are typical siblings. One's a complete overachiever, and the other one's as lazy as she can be.
Well, the older sister works harder than the younger sister. And the younger sister just kind of hangs back and says, you go ahead, you got it. You know, you do all the work, and I'll just hang back here and be lazy. So I gotta, every once in a while, just coax the young one up a little bit and make sure she's doing her share of the work.
Boy, you know, Emma's really been chomping at the bit to get on these lines and drive this team. Today she's going to get her chance. All right, hold your reins like this, okay? And hold them, keep some tension on them, all right? And just talk to them, cluck to them to step them up, and then say the word to stop them, okay? Say whoa to stop them. And just drive them, and you're just gonna kind of
more than anything, what you do, instead of pulling on one side, you let the other side out. You know what I'm saying? To turn them. So otherwise they're going to turn them super sharp. So just go out this way and then drive us up to the hay barn. All right. Yeah, you got to, so you don't have it quite tight enough on this side. There you go. There you go. There you go. And you'll get used to it. You know, it takes some getting used to.
You know, there's a big difference between sitting in the saddle and controlling a horse and sitting behind and driving two horses. It takes a little getting used to.
And you do a little better. See, they can already tell that somebody else is on the reins, so it takes them a little while to get a feel for you. But keep some tension on those reins. Don't stay in their mouths so much, but just let them know that you're there, all right? If you say that word, you shut them down. Shut them down. There you go.
All right, now Emma's got a handle on these fillies and we can take the wagon and load it full of hay.
All right, just cluck them up. All right, girls. This is a colt named Stakes Are High. He's a 5-year-old gelding sired by a horse named Wagon Stake that we stand at stud. Wagon Stake was a son of Tanquerey Gin. We're pretty fond of these Tanquerey Gins around here. Really like this gelding. He's real nice, good looking, shapy colt with quite a bit of ability and just a good, nice, willing attitude. He'll work cows. We can ranch on him. We can rope on him. I've taken him to town several times to some ranch ropings and always managed to bring home some money. So. Just gonna get him warmed up a little bit here. Then we'll bring these heifers in, let him work a couple of cows.
Now Fritz is another really good example of what Wagon Stake would produce. He's big, he's beautiful, he's quiet, he's easy to train, he's got a big heart, and I really get along with him pretty good. Now he's no show horse, but when it comes to ranch work, he can handle anything you throw at him.
Take him across here and stop him. Oh. Not bad at all. Pretty nice colt.
Now I set up a little set of heifers in this pen beside the arena, and it's a pretty good opportunity to let Hank go in there and show us what he can do. On out. On out. On out. Come by. Come by. Good boy. Come by. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come by. Come by. Good boy. There. Down. Down. Wait a minute. Down. You know, old Hank's been with me a long time, and he's not perfect for every job, but there's some jobs that he's pretty well suited for, and this is one of them.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Good boy there. Walk him up. There, down, down, down. Good boy, walk up. Good boy, Hank.
I'll take that. Good job, Hank.
On out. There, down, 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 down. He certainly is no cutting horse, but to be a good ranch horse, they need to know how to work cows, and they need to know how to do it properly. I just want him to watch that cow, pay attention. I want him to listen to me at the same time. I want him to stop square. I want them to draw back square, and I want them to turn around as best they can to go with that cow. We're selling all of our gas-powered vehicles and we're going off the grid.
Okay with that.
All right. No more electricity at the house.
Need a bigger wagon for the hay.
No more iPhones. Need a bigger wagon?
Yeah.
We got wagons.
I don't know. I'd probably still get about 40 or 50 on that one, but I don't know if those cardboard sides will hold it.
You know, it's not every day that you come across a couple of horses that are matched as closely as these two sisters are. I mean, most of the time I can't even tell them apart. But the great thing about them is that they're big and they're beautiful and they're intelligent and they're quiet and gentle and easy to be around. But they're very typical of what Wagon Stake would produce. We're very fortunate and blessed to have this caliber of horses on this place. Ooh. All right, we're burning daylight.
Two like a man, I had to get here ahead of you so that way it wouldn't get stacked on.
I think, well, maybe not.
I'll let you stack it.
Sam's.
All right. Wagons ho.
Now, being a cameraman around here can be hazardous, especially when you let Dawson drive the golf cart. All right, this is going to be tricky now. You got to get your wagon. You can't drop in the culvert, but you still got to stay far enough to the right to where they can swing and you don't put them in a bind and flip our hay over. All right. So, right, that's right. There you go. Come on, turn them, turn them. Yeah, you gotta get them straight. Now shut them down. There you go. There you go. You gotta now just ease around. They gotta go forward in a little at the same time. Good job, good job. Now it can be really tough to get this team and this wagon turned into a tight spot, but Emma's doing a really good job for her first day, I think. Here, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it, buddy. I really did my best to keep that hay from falling on Dawson's head. Now everybody knows that feeding hay out of a truck is going to be a lot faster and a lot easier than feeding hay out of the wagon. But our goal here is not to just get the hay fed. Our goal is to make better horses. Now that couldn't have gone any better. Old Wagon Stake will be proud. Now unfortunately, old Wagon Stake is gone, but we do have frozen semen available. So if you're interested in getting one of these big and beautiful horses out of your mare, just call the 4-6s Ranch at the number on your screen or go to www.6666ranch.com and they'll handle all of your breeding needs.